Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So I'm still getting a lot of messages about what about Drip, and it makes perfect sense because we are back into kind of a bull run and people maybe just now tapping back in. So I decided I would actually do a recap for you guys real quick. It's not going to be a deep dive, but I did want to get the dates. So this is going to be actually kind of fun because it was interesting to go back down the rabbit hole. Now, that brings me to this quote. Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Now, this is attributed to George Santayana, also seen Winston Churchill and a few others. But either way, this is super important because especially in DeFi and just in general in life now, it seems we all have very short attention spans. And this particular project, Drip, a lot of people have gotten wrecked, and then a lot of people have just gaslit it as if it never happened and erase videos or don't talk about it. And many of the content creators that I came up with don't mention it at all. And I know there's gonna be trolls in my comments, stop talking about it, blah, 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 blah. But literally this is the reason, because it's not just about Drip. It's literally about the potential of DeFi and the future of crypto for the masses. And undoubtedly, there are going to be new people coming in continually as massive adoption unfolds, and they will have to go through some of the growing pains we went through. But my job as a coach and to me as just a decent human being is to try to help others navigate the pitfalls you went through. I don't understand why you would want someone else to go through the same thing if you can help them avoid it. Tony Robbins says condense decades into days. That's the whole reason for reading books and having mentors, is that they went through all this stuff so that you don't have to. So those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And that is where another quote from Alex Hormozy comes in, talking about learning. And he says learning by definition is same stimuli, different response. Meaning if you get the same stimuli, but you don't react differently, then you have not learned. For example, if I show you a red card and then slap you in the face, and then I show you the red card again and slap you in the face, the third time I show you that red card, you should duck or block it, or punch me back. If not, you haven't learned anything. That's just a simple example. And so before we get into Drip and all this stuff and what happened to it, hopefully we have learned from the past and how to spot these sort of things. So without further ado, let's go down the rabbit hole. So back in April 2021, nearly 3 years ago, almost 3 years to the date. We have one more month before we hit this, April 22nd. So this video is March 23rd. Drip launched January 2022. So fast forward about 7 months or so, and then we hit all-time highs. Everything is Gucci. This little insignia represents gaslighting. So in March 2022, we were told about the Charles Schwab Drip UI that we never saw, mind you. And so that was just about a year into Drip's run. Then in May, we get this information about Animal Farm, V2 dogs crediting, and Scratchy. That's where, again, I'm going to support Drip and the Drip UI narrative and all this stuff. Gaslighting comes on, so people just keep holding on. I was one of them. June 22nd is when the tax vault first started minting. This is where the red flags first started showing up. So the chart was already crashing down from all-time highs down to around $50 at this time, and we were still being gaslit. I was digesting that narrative and sharing that with the community and running numbers, making things sound more bullish than they were. Hadn't quite learned how to do things yet. So fast forward to December, and this is where shit got real. This is where we got to $1. So now everybody knows that, okay, this ship isn't going to turn around. Well, I can't say they know, but they're seeing the writing on the wall. However, between this time period, Forex was talked to at this, and he constantly would come on stream, talk about the Animal Farm, and then talk about there's nothing to do with Drip. It's fine. There's no need for it. It's just a cycle. If you had bought early, then you're in profit. All this BS that we know now. But lots of gaslighting between June and December. Fast forward to January 2023, Josh from the Reap DAO pitches his Drip raffle idea. So it was off the heels of the buy and burn campaign when Drip was $1, filled up the tax vault. And then this idea of a raffle came out. They were moving forward with that and decided to move it over to Forex's area of expertise, which just means more gaslighting. So this is where we get finally Piggy Plinko, the rebrand from Dogs Roulette. So sometime between June and March was the Dogs Roulette and Dogs of Fortune, the Pigpen Hacker game, all these other things. Not directly related to Drip, but these were the reasons why Drip was not being worked on, because it was done and he was doing all this stuff for Animal Farms. That's why I bring this up. This is also where myself, Scott, and Rocket created the Drip Marketing DAO, and we had a huge pump in the garden and things were looking better. This is where the community started realizing, shit, Forex sucks and he's not going to do anything. We got to take this under our own wing. And we were still getting gaslit because I didn't get any support from some people in the community because of the Drip Marketing DAO. Then we moved to April 2023, Animal Farm V3 is announced. So remember, around November, December is when PancakeSwap went to V3, and we were supposed to be ready around that same time because quote unquote Forex was in talks and connected with the PancakeSwap team. So they were going to let him know when they make these changes and he'd be ready because the contracts were done and made to be upgradable, blah, blah, blah. That's April 23rd, literally almost a year ago. Fast forward to June 2023, we finally get the new Drip UI, the same one that we had been teased about from March, but it wasn't the same. It was actually a completely different new UI, but it finally got released. And then finally now Triple D gets released as well. 7 months later after it was pitched by the team or the community. Finally, we get to October. So you guys asking, what about Drip? Well, here we are now. October 2023, last year, is when the 1% faucet got deprecated, meaning you can no longer compound your Drip and get 1% daily and compound it up to a maximum of 365%. Now you got out what you put in minus your taxes. Plus, he also screwed the community with the calculations that he did. So I'm not going back into that, but basically whatever you see on your dashboard, if you've been tapped out, that's what you're getting, and that's it. You will get no more. December 2023, Wrap Drip gets introduced. So again, more community projects. We fast forward to the beginning of this year. We have nearly a dozen plus community projects. You have Gas Pump Games, which was created by G Money. You had the Kitchen Sink doing its thing. You have Drip Potluck, that was by the Stable Swap, Stable Swap? I think that's the name of it. Danny and his crew. And there's a couple others out there. I think Drip Marble Run is still coming. I don't remember the rest, but the community has basically taken over Drip, which is good because that's the only reason we're going to see success. Then we get to Drip X launching in 2024, and this was kind of the biggest push that we've had for Drip due to the fact that they were using Wrap Drip to create the liquidity initially. They've now since stopped injecting and doing things with that, and so it's back in the community's hands. So here we are at 2024. So when we take a look at the Drip token as it stands now, we have been at this 233 million supply because the tax vault has been filled and kind of remains filled. We are also sitting at the all-time lows, which is around 1 penny. So 1 cent is where we have seen some buy orders and things like that come in routinely on the charts. For what I told you guys, now it's become basically a swing trade meme token. So there are people just holding bags, and every time we hit pretty much close to a penny and some change, people tend to buy and then sell. So there's not a lot of selling volume going on. $1,000 you see here over the last 24 hours. So I don't know. It's gonna be hard pressed for Drip to get back up to any large amount dollar wise, even 10 cents, because it's going to take a lot of actual utility and buy pressure on the token, because lots of people are buying and flipping between 1 cent to 2 to 3 cents and 4 cents, 5 cents. So it's easy to get like a 2x basically on Drip at this stage if you try to time the bottom, because most people have been accumulating down here, so they're not likely going to sell down here, especially now in the bull run, and then BNB potentially going back up, all this other stuff, right? So We're sitting now with, like I said, $233 million market cap. I'm sorry, total drip supply, 233 million and a half, plus about 26% of that being locked into various contracts. And it is officially deflationary. So whenever you buy and sell or go into wrap drip or get out of wrap drip or whatever the case may be, and using the kitchen sink, tokens are indeed being added to the vault as well as being sent to this dead wallet. But it's still a long ways to go before anything positive happens. The next potential pump that could come from wrap drip, from Q drip, could come from the AI team again. So it all depends, AI drip team, all depends on how they decide to approach the X1 blockchain and pairing liquidity with that. So they said they have an official partnership, and they also said that their whitelist spots, they will use 100% of the referral rewards to support wrap drip. So I'm assuming they would bridge some of that over to X1 and then create liquidity there, just like they did on Pulse and on Arbitrum. So the more places that wrap drip is at, then the more arbitrage opportunity, which makes people want to get in and out of wrap drip to get those quick flips, which again cause taxes, and then that causes the vault to fill up. So I don't know how soon or how much we will see any kind of increase at this stage with drip, but again, that is the history of it and where we are at right now. And again, it's we're sitting in the middle of this bull run. So if you have it and you've been tapped out, you have a couple plays. You can basically hold it in your wallet. You can leave it sitting on the dashboard and do nothing with it. You can go play with it in kitchen sink. You can wrap it and bridge it over to other chains, or you can even DCA at these prices if you want to try to flip drip at 2 cents or 3 cents. But not financial advice. I wouldn't be selling now for pennies at this stage. I do believe there's at least some slight potential in it, just due to the mechanics now and the amount of opportunity within the various community games, stuff like that. I can't pull up AI drip. Oh, I lied. I got that SSL error fixed. So AI drip has also had, I forgot what they said, 10,000 or something. I forgot their announcement, but they've 10,000 games, I think, played. So there are these games here. So there's lots of stuff going on. The issue with all of these activities is just marketing. They haven't nailed down the marketing issue. So there's not a lot of hype or any focus coming over to these platforms to play and use these games. But the fact that they are here is positive. So, all right. Hope that provides some value, let you know where drip is at, gave you a nice recap of where we came from. I don't have any way of telling you where we're going, but just stay tuned. That's the best I can say. All right. Smash that HBO special. Help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.